Let's move on to a game called News Report. This is going to feature Sandi and Tony in television studio. Sandi is the anchor woman, and Tony is an expert. Out in the field, we'll have Colin as a reporter, if you'd like to go over there, and he'll be interviewing, well, anybody, and those anybodies will be played by McShane. So this is a whole news programme, but it's going to be about a nursery rhyme. So can somebody suggest something like Little Bo Peep or Humpty Dumpty, something? The Grand Old Duke of York. I'm fairly confident that's a nursery rhyme, so away you go. And away you go when the news music comes in.
Good evening, and welcome to We Know More Than You Do, where we patronise you at peak time. And this evening, a very exciting story. It's a royal story, and with us an expert in the studio. Now, the Grand Old Duke of York been with rather a lot of men, hasn't he?
He's been with rather a lot of men. I think this is the most important point to clarify. The latest reports coming through from Reuters is that he has, in fact, had 10,000 men.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to stop you there. We've got one of those 10,000 men. He is exhausted, but he is going to speak to us in the field.
10,000 men. You were one of them. When you were up, and now you're down. How do you feel?
Man, he's a grand old duke and party till you puke. I'll tell you, that guy can go for hours. I mean, I was number 359, and I thought he'd be steaming, but he was still ready to jazz, baby.
Okay, back in the studio here, a bit of a comment from the Peerage de Brett's expert.
I think one of the things to bear in mind were points in which he was only halfway up.
Okay, lovely. Yeah, we've actually got the farmer who owns that hill, been tramping up and down 10,000 men with the Grand Old Duke of York. How's he feeling?
All right, your entire crops have been trampled by 10,000 men. How do you feel?
Well, I'm planning on taking the crushed wheat and selling it to the Shreddies Corporation.
Thank you very much. And say one final word.
Well, it's just come through on Reuters again that he is, in fact, going to be rechristened the Grand Old Duke of Pork.
Yes, you heard it here first. We'll be back with more news as it happens.
Okay. Right, thank you very much. Put your stools back there. Very, very good indeed. No points, unfortunately.